I wasn't much of an athlete growing up. High school, I did play baseball. College, I didn't get involved in sports all that much, though I ran maybe 3 times a week, around 3 miles or so every time I went out. But uh, just wasn't a part of my regular routine. It wasn't part of my regular day. And I found myself at the age of 35 being the heaviest that I had ever been. I had gained a lot of weight. I was super unhealthy. I was sluggish. Lacked energy. I didn't like how I looked. Had really low self-esteem. And I looked in the mirror one day and I said, "Man, I need to change something. I need to change something about my body and how I feel." And I just needed to do something. And that coincidentally landed around the time when some of my coworkers came to me and they said, "Jeremiah, we do this group workout thing out in a parking lot, and we'd like you to join us. In fact, you're the only one on our team who is not doing this thing." I said, "Well, tell me a little bit about it." And they're like, "Oh, we get up at 5:30 in the morning. It's a great workout." I was like, "Oh man, that's so early. I can't do that." But eventually they pushed on me and I said, "Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to join you for this workout." So I went out to this parking lot. Everybody there, super fit, super healthy, so it appears. And I'm very intimidated, but I just try my best. I stick to it. I start writing down the workouts, the exercises that the trainer shows us, and I practice them at home because I wanted to improve. And I started seeing some improvement right away. I started seeing some weight change. I started seeing some muscle gain. Started feeling better about myself. And even my running, I could tell was improving. I could run farther and faster. I saw that change pretty quick. And so I started committing to that more, going more times a week to that workout group with my coworkers. And I just fell in love with it. It became a really great thing for me. I loved the feeling of accomplishing something. And so that self-esteem continued to increase, that body weight continued to drop off. I loved it so much so that I started competing with this group of athletes. I would do some preliminary meetings with them. I would do some of these games with them. And then this one year I had a team, and the four of us did so well at these preliminary competitions that we were able to go to finals. And it was at finals where we worked hard and we pushed hard and we encouraged each other. But on one particular event, I broke my foot. And so I literally now have a titanium screw in my foot because the damage was so bad. But I got back into it. 8 weeks out was the low time in my life. I couldn't exercise. I couldn't run. And I realized that exercise was like a soul thing for me, that I needed that. I needed it to connect with God. And I needed it because when I'm out running or when I'm out exercising, it's just me and nature. It's me and God. And I missed that during that time when my foot was broken. And so I hung with it for 8 weeks, got back into it, started pursuing it again. And now I'm back at it. And I love it. I'm so excited about that. I loved it so much that I said, you know what? I want to do this with some of the spare time that I have in my life. And so I went back to school and got my certification as a personal trainer. I said, "Hey, Camp Gladiator, that organization that I started working out with, that group exercise company," I said, "Hey, Camp Gladiator, I'm now a personal trainer. Will you hire me?" And they put me through this process and they hired me to work with them. And so now I get to go meet up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning at 5 a.m. and again online at 6:55 a.m. I get to meet with some people who are from various walks of life, people who are feeling sluggish, people who are feeling overweight, people who are wanting a little bit more challenge in their life. I get to meet with them and I get to encourage them and coach them and push them. And so here's this guy, not an athlete in high school, not an athlete in college, just some guy who's bumbling along, feeling a little bit hopeless. But through exercise, through movement, I found some hope and I found some change. And because of that movement, my life was transformed. And the greatest thing now is that this guy who didn't exercise in high school is now in this spot where I get to encourage these other people to make those same changes. I get to walk alongside with them, challenging them, pushing them to be better. And I couldn't be happier about that. Man, that's so exciting. That's such a great thing that I get to do. I love that aspect. You know what, friends? I love my refuge house, and I hope that you would join the movement for my refuge house. You can join by logging on to movementforfreedom.com. You'll find a lot more information there, and I hope that you'll do that. And you know what else I hope? I hope that one day soon I will see you in a parking lot or on one of my online workouts. Thanks so much for taking the time to hear my story. God bless you.